Let's go to the Big 12 championship game. This was the one that we did not know who was going to be playing in this. There were like a million different permutations last weekend.
Yes.
And then it's finally set, right? So it's Iowa State versus Arizona State. Sun Devils favored by 2.5 points. You're a big Kenny Dillingham person. Cam Skattebo's been awesome. Sam Levitt's been awesome. I think, my heart wants to go with Arizona State, but you still have Matt Campbell and a very steady team on the other side. They're maybe not as flashy. They're not as exciting. They certainly don't go viral nearly as much as the Arizona State side does. But it feels to me like if Arizona State is able to win games the way that they have lately, and especially with Cam Skattebo healthy, they should be able to win this game and get that auto bid.
That's what I feel about this football game. Iowa State is so intriguing to me because they don't really do anything exceptionally well, but they don't have a lot of weaknesses either. There's not a glaring thing where you say they're really, really bad at that. And so it's a steady team, and you kind of have to pick and choose your moments where you can hurt them. Where I do think that this game is important is Cam Skattebo, as you mentioned. He has been able to break off really impressive long runs that go for touchdowns. And their ability to score from the field, Arizona State's ability to score from the field, is important because they are 116th in America in the red zone. So if they ain't scoring from outside the red zone, they ain't scoring points. And I think against what has traditionally been a stingy mentality defense of Iowa State, it's going to be at a premium when he can hit those creases that he takes it all the way to the house.
That one's going to be a fun one for sure. And that champion might not get a first round bye. This is something that Commissioner Brett Yormark is very heated about. He went on a rant about this earlier in the week. He said that in no situation, no way should a group of 5 champion be ranked ahead of theirs. A little bit of brand bias, by the way, I think on Boise. I think we've decided that Boise's really good, and there's not been a close look at that resume or some of their close losses. But that is a very real possibility. The winner of this game has to play in the first round and does not get a bye.
The most interesting piece of content that's come from the 12-team playoff era is coaches, athletic directors, and conference commissioners stumping. This is worse than political campaign season. I would take those political ads that we saw all this college football season during our games over what we're seeing from these guys. And they're bickering on Twitter. They're quote tweeting each other. Somebody probably had to teach them how to do that. They had never done it before. But again, this is where we're at.
Yep, it sure is. And I'm with you. I think that if Greg Sankey's pleas and appearance on game day last year hadn't happened, I don't know if it would be at this fever pitch. But
that was crazy last year.
Crazy. It was. And you know what? Maybe it worked, right? Alabama got in over Florida State